Hello and welcome back to the SOS Show live with Mary Evans on this Sunday morning and my co-host
Marsha Easley. Hey everybody, good morning.
Marsha. Coffee, tea, and conversation.
Got tea going on.
I'm trying to understand, Marsha. You know, we have people working in the background, bless their little heart, Donna Jean Brown. But I was just wondering, why didn't we get the clapping, standing ovation when we came in? Because if everybody else get it on the show, I'm just wondering. I don't get it.
And Mary, you know it's National Women's Month, right? So we need a little. Yeah, shout out to all the women that's doing their thing and holding it down. It's National Women's Month. Yes.
Shout out to the ladies, Marsha. That is absolutely right. It is our month, but every day is our day. But they did carve out a month for us, right?
Yes. Hey.
Hello, good morning. Let's put up some names and say good morning to the people out there that's listening, Donna Jean Brown. Give them some love.
Good morning, Gary.
Gary, one love. Hey.
Yes.
Tea and Talk, good morning.
Good morning.
You know, we have to give Gary a special shout out. That's a man coming on.
Yes.
We really appreciate you, Gary, taking your time on this Sunday morning to listen to us. Seriously. Yes. Tea and Talk, happy National Women's Month. Absolutely. Gary, you in Atlanta. Gary's in Atlanta, Marsha.
I will be in Atlanta in a couple of weeks, Gary. Hope I see you.
Yes, I love it. So, guys, let's get right into the topic. So today we decided, nope, I forgot something. In case you didn't know, SOS stands for Share Our Stories.
Yes.
I'm a strong believer that is power in sharing stories. This platform is for the Black voice to tell your story raw and uncut, and we appreciate you. Awesome. Today, we just want to talk about some trending topics that's going on in the world. So let's get to the first topic. I never get tired of talking about Black Lives Matter, but we're going to take it a little deeper, okay?
Yeah, let's go.
You remember? I know you remember two of our Black men that were killed by police. Mike Brown and Trayvon Martin.
Yes, right? Yes.
But guys, guess what? It's a lawsuit that was filed against Black Lives Matter. Now, let's hold this up for a minute, Donna.
Wait.
Did you know about this, Marsha?
I did not know. I did not know.
Marsha, let's talk about this.
Okay, what's going on?
Black Lives Matter is a movement that came about bringing conscious awareness about Black lives and Black men, Black people being killed, period. Well, Marsha, the Black Lives Matter movement and organization, last year alone, they made $90 million.
Whoa.
Mr. Brown, the father, is saying Black Lives Matter have started this movement. 3 of the owners are millionaires. The money is rolling in, but they're saying, where's the money rolling out to? You're getting all these businesses and people to donate into the Black Lives Matter. It even went as far as saying is Jewish or white people behind the movement. And there's always some type of mess in the game when it comes to something for us. So he's saying, Mr. Brown is saying, you guys collected all of these monies. It took it up a level when his son was killed. He said, I made all this money using my son, Mike Brown, and I think I should have a piece of that money.
Wow. That's interesting.
Guys, I want you to come on in. Good morning, Miss Christina Rush. I want you to come on in on this. Because listen, they were asked to turn in tax returns for a period of years, and they left out some years. Do you think they're being petty, Marsha, or do you believe? I have talked to a lot of people say the Black Lives Matter movement, they don't even believe in it. What do you think, Marsha?
I'm asking you, so you're saying that there are individuals in the Black Lives Matter organization that are rich now because of this?
So what
And the money
happened,
is not going back to the families.
what happens, Black Lives Matter became a big deal,
Mm-hmm.
after Mike Brown. It just continued to escalate. So what businesses start doing, the organization is pouring money into the movement.
Wow.
All he's saying is, if you're getting all this money poured into the movement, what are you doing to help Black people? Because you're getting the money.
That's a
Now,
great question.
it's a great question, and I want to hear from you
Mm-hmm.
guys. It's a great question. We're
Yes.
not saying, only thing he's saying is that you are making all these monies because of Black people being killed. What are you doing with the money to help the Black population? That's all he's saying. It's a great question.
I get it. I get it. I can see that. I just don't understand that. I mean, so there's the family's not getting like scholarships or educational things
No,
or stuff like
no,
that. It's not going to anywhere in
no,
the Black community.
no. I want to read some of the comments because sometimes they do things to divide and conquer us now.
Yeah.
So we just having this conversation. Let's hear some of the Oh, there we go, right there. Tony Williams, he said it. Divide and conquer.
Yes.
Whenever
Yep.
we try to do something possible, we got to we have to do our own research. Christina Rush, that is insane. I feel they should be investigated on how they are using the funds. And that's all Mike Brown is saying. Tony Williams, both sides are valid. Absolutely right, Tony. The investigation and both sides are really valid. So if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you shouldn't have any problems releasing any money, any tax, any reports. So let's
Yes.
go a little further. They decided to do a scholarship for individuals, which for 300 people and $1,000 per scholarship. So again, Mr. Brown is saying you made $90 million and you're going to give away 30,000. Okay. Do you think we should be grateful for whatever they're doing now? Black Lives Matter has a lot of organizations that does the groundwork, right?
Mm-hmm.
The organization that is doing the groundwork, they work very hard. They work very hard in different cities. They even came out and said they get nothing from Black Lives Matter. Stephanie, hello, good morning.
Hey, Steph.
She says, I believe it. They're not organized or educated to know what to do with the funds. That's exactly what they're saying. Marsha, I want to hear your point of view.
I agree. I really think like they really should invest into, because I've been watching a lot of these shows where you have so many people who've been unlawfully incarcerated, and a lot of them have been like in jail for years and years and years, and a lot of times because they just don't have the money to get a great legal team up to help them. So a lot of I think some of the money should go to something like that. I mean,
I like that.
You can only do so much with with Black Lives Matter, because it really doesn't escalate until somebody gets beat down by the police or something like that. So there are a lot of things they can do for, like you say, the wrongfully incarcerated, the Black youth who don't have any outlets, things like that. So yeah, I really think they need to be given back. So and I'm sure the ones who were the ones that we're doing this for would want that in their honor, in their names, scholarships in their names and stuff like that.
I love those great ideas, Marsha. I absolutely love everything that you said. Definitely. So, guys, we just put that out there, but I always tell everyone, do your own research, because I'm going to tell you, the media is powerful. And I do believe that they have always tried to divide and conquer one thing through media. See, Black media has always had a hard time, Marsha. So we don't get a lot of, that's why I love the SOS show so much, is because nobody controls us and control the show. And we could talk about anything we want to talk about. And that's why I say it's a platform for Black people. Mr. Tony Williams, preach, help get innocent Blacks out of jail. Marsha Kelly. Yes, absolutely. Those were some really, really great comments, Marsha. All right, Marsha, let's talk about some trending topics that you read about this week.
Ooh, Donna, put it up there, Donna. This Texas governor, he's ready to open up Texas. No more masks. No more masks. So we all know what can of worms that's going to open, right? Yes. So anyway, so other states went with them. Texas, let me read this. Texas, Mississippi, Iowa, Montana, and North Dakota are joining these other states that have never had that mandate: Alaska, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Nebraska, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, and Tennessee. And Alabama is next. So, Mary, you all know I'm still COVID scared. I'm still COVID. I'm not playing with that no mask thing. I don't want to be around people that I don't know without a mask on. I think that's just terrible. And I really think it's all about the money. It's not about lives anymore. It's not about lives anymore.
Well, Marsha, let me tell you something. As I was strolling the internet looking for trendy topics, girl, group of white folks, families, they had a big barrel. The children and all the families burning the mask. They said they're done with it. They're not going to be controlled with wearing these masks. And I'm going to tell you some guys, if you have a comment, you come on in here. They can come on today and say everything is open. And I'm wearing my mask. If you listening, I want to hear from you. I'm wearing my mask. I'll probably be wearing a mask to 2022.
I hear you. Tony Williams said Florida's already done it. Because what's going to happen? What's going to happen with them spring break? What's going to happen? It's going to happen. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about it, Marsha. Do you think they're trying to end all of this because they don't want to lose that money, that spring break money?
Exactly. Do you know how much spring break brings in? And it's not really a lot of us out there doing it, but we out there too. But they believe in it. They're going to do it. And I think they were going to do it regardless of the mandate. But like you say, Florida never really had that rule anyway, like Tony Williams said. So it's all about the money. I mean, they had like 8,000 cases this week.
Yes.
This week in Texas.
Yes.
I'm like, okay.
This is nuts.
And then this is what kills me when they say, well, it's going down, but it's still there. Okay, the numbers is going down, but it's still there. Well, only 500 people died. Only. What about those families? Those families who, including that only, is not thinking it's just only. You know.
Girl, let me tell you, this was on point from the Breakfast Club. Think about this. They say the numbers going down. That's why they opening up the states. Charlamagne said last week, when you are trying to lose weight and you figure it out, I'm going to cut down what I'm eating. I'm going to work out 20 minutes a day. When you start losing weight and seeing results, you don't stop, Marsha. What do?
No.
You keep going. So he's saying when the numbers are going down, that means something is working. Why should we stop? It's like losing weight. I'm gonna stop doing everything because it's working. Hello, Miss Shauna Jackson. Hey, cuz, thank you for tuning in. Shauna says if you're not going to get vaccinated and wear, you must. You better have a plan B because COVID-19 is real. She experienced it, baby.
Okay.
Yes. Tia Talk, I'm wearing my mask. Guys, when would you take your mask off? Rolanda Hilly, I'm wearing my mask. I want to know, guys, I'm wearing mine in 2022. Christina Rush, look at the people in Atlanta that was having parties and clubs and masks, but it's all about the money.
All about it.
I sure wish we had our money little fall with the money dropping. It's all about the money.
Yeah.
We know what you was talking about. That's okay, baby. We got you. We knew what you was talking about.
It's awful. Like I said, I just know a young lady who her two daughters just have gotten it, and they got it from a lady that was in the healthcare industry. So these are children. The children are getting it too still. So
yes,
you can't just let it. You got to be careful.
You can't. Tia Talk. People still being nasty. I'm keeping the mask on and no more handshake. Oh, Marsha, I do this now.
Oh yeah.
We don't do the handshakes. Tony Williams, I've lost relatives of COVID. It is real. Yes, I have.
It's very real. Like you said, very real.
Very real. Yes. Marsha, we call it coffee, tea, and conversation. I want to know what y'all drinking. Is anybody out there have coffee or tea? Let us know. This show is on Sunday mornings. Gary One Love Hudson, people need to actually visit a medical facility, COVID unit, and physically and see what patients go through fighting this virus.
Thank you.
Gary sees it every day. He sees it every day. And why do we have to go through these things, Marsha, when it comes to Black people? Like, we don't believe, my grandmother used to say, we don't believe shit's thing. Yes. Why do it has to actually hit us home, hit us personally before we get serious about something? And that's what they're used to us doing. as not taking things serious. And you know, when things happen out here in the world, why Black folks always get hit the hardest? Guys, it's just time to change that narrative. And I said earlier, for some of the people just came on, the SOS show is a Black platform for the Black voice. So guys, if you have some topics you want to discuss, send them in. And T and Talk, I haven't forgot about you. She wanted us to do a show on eating going plant-based foods, just changing the way we eat and being healthy. And I'm definitely going to make that happen because we are changing things. So Marsha, what else did you have trending in the world?
I was surprised because I saw that they are trying to ban, well, they're banning Dr. Seuss. Now, a lot of Dr. Seuss books. Now, let me tell you, here's the list that's getting banned. One of them was called, and I think I saw it on Mulberry Street, McElliot's Pool, If I Ran the Zoo, Scrambled Egg Super, On Beyond Zebra, and the Cat's Quizzer. Now, most of those books I have never even heard of, and I grew up on Dr. Seuss. I still have Dr. Seuss. I brought up my children on it. I read them. My grandchildren, I read it to them. So I have a good supply. So they are really banning these books, and these books are now collector's items. And what they're doing, Mary, is they're saying, like, and I think I saw it on Mulberry Street. They have pictures. I wish I had that picture of Chinese. They're depicting Chinese people. They had them yellow with slant for their eyes. They're holding a bowl of rice and stuff like that. And people were finding that very offensive. And then in the one about the zoo, they had people that we're going to say were Africans. They had the dark skins on. They had grass skirts. They had no shirts on. And that's how he was depicting these Africans in that picture. So I don't know what happened in those other ones that were so offensive, but a lot of people say it's malicious, or is he just being exotic with his pictures? Should it be censorship? Is it racist? Anybody needs to know. Like I said, I was brought up on
I love
Dr. Seuss. I love green eggs and ham. I was just talking to Miss Donna earlier. We said Dr. Seuss was the first original rapper, because you know what, when we were kids and we was like, I will not do it on the train. I will not eat it in the rain. I will not eat it in the box. I will not eat it with a fire. You know, we begin, y'all do not like it. You know what? And so I learned like how to rhyme. I learned nice words. I learned rhythm. You know, it's memorization. Is so much I learned, and I would read those books over and over and over and over. So I don't know. Some things are just sensitive now. A lot of stuff are very sensitive these days. Everything is. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you know about Dr. Seuss? Did you know Dr. Seuss?
I absolutely love me some Dr. Seuss. When you said rhyming and helping you, it reminds me of somebody help me out in the audience. I'm not just a bill. What was the name?
That's the Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse. If y'all know about Schoolhouse Rock, put love in the chat. Schoolhouse Rock.
Junction. What's your function?
Who know about Schoolhouse Rock on the feed?
I learned the preamble to the United States by singing that song. I remember having to do a test, and I was like, "Oh, I got this." Through a day and establish, you know, and I'm singing in my head as I'm doing it. So
that's what it put me in reminder of. That's the level that I love. Dr. Seuss is on Schoolhouse Rock. Within a comment, Miss Donna Brown from Shauna Jackson. I want to read it because it seemed like it was really a good one. And I have learned from my mentor that when people type in, we try to get them all in much as we can, because people put them in for a reason, and we definitely appreciate it. Good morning, Mary. Please don't let the ones who are not using the cause for bad. We must stay focused on those who are trying to make a difference for people of color. When we lose sight of our focus and give attention to the evil people, we lose the cause, what the purpose we are seeking. Stay focused, people. So yes, let's talk about that for a minute. So we never, or we don't want to lose the cause and the focus, but if we don't talk about it to enlighten our people and to ask our people to do their own research, we have already lost. See, what happens to a lot of us, and particularly people of color, we are so quick to say, okay, divide and conquer, they trying to get us off track. But what we don't do is have the conversation with each other. So let me tell you something, sweetheart. They don't want us to have the conversation. So
Right.
when we bring things to the show, it does not mean that we agree or disagree with our topic.
Yes. Right.
What that means is that we're going to have that conversation amongst each other. The way they have kept us divide and conquer, sweetheart, is not having the conversation.
Yep. And it's all about, go ahead. I'm sorry.
As long as they keep us with the mindset not to come together, unite, and have a conversation, they will keep winning. So guys, always remember, when we bring topics to the show, it don't mean we agree with it, but what I'm saying is conscious. Do your own research and let's have the conversations that they don't want us to have. Thank you so much for that comment.
You know what, Mary, and what it is, what all about, boils down to is accountability. We asking them to be accountable. We need to be accountable. And that's all it is. And if you want to up and up, it shouldn't be a big deal. Everything should be transparent. So that's all it's all about.
That's all we saying.
Yeah.
And we love our people because you black don't make it right. All white people not bad. It goes all black men don't cheat, and we can go on and on with the myths. But sweetheart, we have to have the conversations with each other. So we're going to go to the next trending topic that I want to just say something to our black men out there. Guys, I know it's March is the month for us, but I want to go over on the show saying this to our black men. Dear black men, I see you and I don't feel afraid, threatened, suspicious, skeptical, aggression, or unsafe. And we love you and we praying for you. That's salute to our black men because we need each other. I just want to say we see y'all and we love you.
That was powerful. That was powerful.
We see you and we love you. And we're going to take one more comment from Tea and Talk and we're going to wrap this show up.
You got two of them I think you need to.
Okay, Tony Williams and Tea and Talk.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Tony Williams. What hurts about having a conversation is that it's a conversation. Is arguing. One side yells, the other side just shakes their head because they can't share their point. And Tony, that's powerful.
Yeah.
And we're going to change that. We're going to change that narrative, Tony. Talk. Also, training is the prison system, citizenship, immigrants, especially men of color. Texas and Louisiana has the worst prison system with our black men. I didn't know that. Texas, Louisiana. Thank you for that, Tea and Talk. Guys. Yeah. Awesome show, and we want to thank you for tuning in. I enjoyed it, and Marsha, you taught me something today. I did not know. Guys, the next time on the SOS Show Live with Mary Evans and Marsha Easley, be safe and keep that mask on.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.